Welcome to a special edition of the Referrals podcast. Introducing our new Daily Dose. We've assembled the ultimate crisis response team for your business. Generous leaders from around the globe teaming up to teach, guide, and lead you through this time of isolation and quarantine. Now let's meet your host, Michael J. Maher.
Hey everybody, this is Michael J. Maher with another episode of The Daily Dose. Are you kidding me? I get a daily dose of positivity and productivity every single day, Monday through Friday. Yes, you do. But I have to tell you, this is ending soon. Sad face. Today, I will tell you what. Are you ready to leverage generosity as a weapon of mass awesomeness? Are you ready to learn from someone who has been in the 7L system possibly longer than anybody but myself? Are you kidding me? What is that? So today I have to tell you, we have the most awesome guests in the world. We have Johnny and Toril White, but I'm not bringing them on yet. You've got to wait because I've got to do some announcements. Because you know what? The only way we get you guys to do things is we remind you every day what you need to do, and then you do it. And then you write me these awesome handwritten notes. So I got a shout out today from Aaron Long. Might be Aaron Lang, actually. It's Aaron Long. Michael, thank you so much for starting the Daily Dose, creating the Generosity Generation Facebook group, and writing 7L. Ultimately, thank you for inspiring me and showing me a new way to do business. Aaron Long, and you know what Aaron did? He had a PS in here as well. He literally wrote the perfect power note. I'm so proud of him. Thank you, Aaron, for listening. Thank you for writing. And I love it. I love it. This is, I mean, why we do the Daily Dose? Why did we do the Daily Dose, right? And we did the Daily Dose because you know what it was? It was what's needed in the current marketplace more than anything was a daily dose of positivity and productivity. We needed to get some stuff done, and we needed to keep a positive attitude. And guess what? If you had a positive attitude and you've been doing a little bit each day, you are going to look back at the quarantine times with a smile on your face, with a recollection of, you know what, that was a tough time for a lot of people, but here's what I got done. And that's why we formed the Daily Dose. And it is a dose, right? Like a pill, you can take it on a daily basis, and it keeps the negativity away. It keeps the negative Nellies away, keeps the Debbie Downers away, and it keeps all that toxic energy that is out there in the world. And our job is to bring everybody together. Let's unite over positivity and make it happen. And the more we become united, the more powerful we become. So also today we have Toril and Johnny White. Tomorrow we have Tara Carter talking about nightly rituals. And then Friday, are you kidding me with this Friday? I'm telling you something. Friday is our high school senior graduation special. We are honoring high school seniors. And I'm just going to say, we have been working behind the scenes for 2 weeks on this event, and it is going to blow you away. It is going to blow you away. We have 4 high school seniors who are going to speak. We have a very special guest. We have a very special surprise. Like, you know what? I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. But here's the thing. This is my duty now. Is we told you in the beginning, there's just 2 things you got to do. And Angela Gribbins, you're doing it. I give you a high five. You're an implementer. You're making things happen. But here's the thing, 2 things. Create and lead a Facebook group. Can't wait to get into that today. The second thing is the 5-star method, right? 5 steps to attract referrals. Those 5 steps were identify a positive person. That's it. If you can't do that, listen, you got to get out more. You got to Zoom more. You got to be part of this group. You can identify 5 in this group in about 4 seconds. So identify a positive person. You're going to call or Zoom that person. You're going to do a VIP form, or listen, if you only ask 2 questions, make the call, fill in some data, call it good, right? Because here's what you want. This is your outcome when it comes to the Daily Dose. Right here. That's your outcome. An ambassador book full of, there it is, right? Full of the most positive, energetic people in the world. Now, You take the VIP form, you're done with that. Then you're going to write a handwritten note. You're going to write a handwritten note, a power note, hopefully. You're going to send it to them with a PS. The PS says, please join my Facebook group, with a link to the Facebook group, or just put join my Facebook group. They'll find it. Here's the other thing. And then the fifth step on the 5 steps to attract referrals, or the 5-star method, is you're going to invite them to your Facebook group. If they're really positive, really energetic, maybe you help them become a moderator and you talk about what that moderator's role will be. Are we square? Are we good? It's all I can do. Give your best and forget the rest. That's my quote of the day. I tell you, give your best, forget the rest. You can't do everything, but you can do something. You don't want to do nothing. Just do one thing. So this is my reminder to those of you that took our advice and created a Facebook group. Jana Caudell, right? She's on a big giant summit today because she started a Facebook group. Now she has 6,000, 7,000 members in her Facebook group. No joke, no exaggeration. She literally, soared with it. This is your chance to start your watch party. Do me a favor. Everybody go to the share below the video. You're going to go to start watch party. You're going to go up where it says, I don't know why it autofills generosity generation. That's just silly. You're going to cut that out. You're going to put it on your personal page. You're going to put it on your business page. You're going to put it on your personal wall. You can post it to your wall, or you can post it in your Facebook group or any Facebook group. So I encourage you to post that in a Facebook group, share the love, share the message, and make it happen. Make it happen. Because I will tell you what, today, we should call this episode the Game Changers, right? This is the motto that defines Toril White. And she is a game changer. Johnny is a game changer, literally. He's a pitcher. I will tell you what, in the softball world, if you don't have a pitcher, don't even show up to the freaking tournament, because you got to have a pitcher. He's the one that starts the action. So Toral was a licensed agent at the age of 19, which is 2 years ago, obviously, from how she looks. She has now been selling real estate more than half her life. We won't break that math down. Breaking records every step of the way. Her innovative team of 14 includes 5 sales partners, 3 listing partners, client care events manager, 2 listing/offer managers, a marketing rep, bookkeeper, and events photographer. Toril and Johnny were married in 2013, and I have to say, on that note, a quick tangent is happy anniversary on that. But also, I got to give a happy anniversary to Timothy and Mandy Thacker. Today is their 10th anniversary. Like, I'm losing a bet. There was no way they were going to make it 10 years, but I will. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But happy anniversary. And here's what a lot of people know is they know Mandy Thacker is my right-hand person and she didn't start out. She started at customer service. She has risen to the ranks of right-hand person with this company, with Referco. And she was referred to me by this duo right here, like part of the family. So Johnny is known to be the softball community's real estate pro, sponsoring several local teams and even selling houses between innings while at tournaments. Why not, right? So he is a sales partner with the Toral Sales Houses team. Together, they have 3 amazing kids from their first marriages, Madeline, Taylor, and Soren. They love working together to sell real estate, hosting events, and having fun with their community and tribe. They call it work-life synergy, work hard, play harder. Toral spearheaded the Give Back Big mission in 2018 with Johnny and her team alone contributing, get this, in the last 2 years, they have contributed $104,000 to local charities. Like, that is the generosity generation, like proof. Like, tell me you're generous. Like, how do I know if you're generous or not? Well, we did write checks of the total of $104,000 to local charities. Oh, okay. They are leading the way in the industry, showing that not only can you reach your own dreams in real estate, but collectively you can change the lives of those you touch. Think big, dream bigger, and do not allow doubt to limit you. That is what this team is all about. Did you notice that doubt and about like rhyme? That's like poetry. Think big, dream bigger, and do not allow doubt to limit you. That is what their team is all about. With over 700, With over 700 5-star reviews, 432 on Zillow alone, Toral and team leads the most recommended team in their marketplace. They are the most referred real estate team in their area. Their mission, help people make friends, have fun, make money, and give back. Please get on your feet. And welcome to the Daily Dose of Positivity and Productivity, Toril and Johnny White. Woo! What's up?
Thank you for the warm welcome. That was awesome.
Whatever. I want to hug you.
I know. Air hugs.
So, and there's a new member of the team and the family, I heard.
Yes, Gloria.
You guys bought an accessory. Like you couldn't get a necklace or a bracelet, so you got a dog. How cool is that, right? What's the dog's name?
Gloria. She's named after my grandma.
What's the name again?
Gloria.
Gloria?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And Gloria today became a stair master.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, Gloria could do one step. Many of you need to relate to this. Gloria could only do one step yesterday. One, like you've heard that one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. This was a giant step for Gloria. But you know what she did today? She did all the steps. And you know what? That is such a microcosm for life, because it's like the first step's always the hardest. And then Gloria's like first step and then like resting on that first step like a long time. And then, you know what? That's it. That's good for today. The next day, it wasn't 2 steps. It was 10 steps. That's what that's the thing. But so many people are afraid and have doubt about the first step. They never take the first step, you know, and it really doesn't go 1 step and then 2 step and then 3 step. It goes 1 step, 2 step, 22 steps. That's really how life works. We just got to get them going. So, and I'm preaching to the choir. I've got the ambassador of implementation and the ambassador of fun in the generosity generation right here. So let's talk about fun equals positive and implementation equals productive, right? So tell us a little bit about your get back mission right off the bat, the give back big mission. I want to hear about that right off the bat. So what's that all about? What are you doing? You giving away money?
Yeah, so for every transaction we sell, 10% of our net proceeds goes to one of 5 charities on behalf of our clients. So they get to pick the charity. It's right in our backyard. They're communities that are charities that we wanted to be directly associated with our community to help our actually community. We launched it 2018. In 2017 and prior, I was trying to figure out like how to do better. Like I'm kind of like, you haven't seen anything yet type of a personality. Like I always want, you know, what's next and what are we going to do next? And I have some friends that you know well, Scott and Anthony, that are giving back big, and I just became their best friend. Like Johnny and I are like, hey, you know, can we talk with you more? And they're just such givers, and we're willing to share what they did. And basically what we did is we took what they're doing and tweaked it to be our own. Yeah. And that's really what we're best at is hey, what's working? Like what are you thinking? What are you doing? We're going to take it and make it what we're doing at a different level. So yeah, I was super scared. We knew that if we were going to give back on every transaction that we sell, that we needed the whole team to be involved, because we're either all in or we're not. Mm-hmm. So at our goal setting advance in 2017, preparing for 2018, I proposed it, or we proposed it to the team, and it was so cool. I mean, I was so nervous, but they were all in. Like everyone was like, yes, we're looking to see what we're going to do next. And so now for every transaction we sell, 10% of our net proceeds goes to one of 5 charities. We voted on the charities. So it was a team collaboration. We actually polled our tribe too, to see what charities they thought locally we should be giving to, because we want to involve them in everything we're doing as a business. But it's one thing to be like just sold and just listed, and you know, those are, I mean, it's really cool because we're helping serve families, but it's really cool to be like just contributed, because you're making a difference.
That's powerful. Not just listed, not just sold, but just contributed. And you know, it really goes back to like the 3 principles of the generosity generation, which is give first, give massive value first, which in your case leads to a lot of your clientele. And then give thanks. And you've been a leader in appreciation events for many, many years. So it's give thanks. And then honestly, it just made sense that you would put this piece into place that filled the third principle of give back, right? Give first, give thanks, give back, and you are giving back big. And of course you did 6 figures, right? I mean, it's just like you go big or don't go, right? So I will tell you, that's leadership in a nutshell. What you're saying right there is that you could have just given 10% from your portion of profits, or what, let's call it tithing, from whatever you made and that kind of thing. But I love that we're going to do this as a team or not at all. So one great thing that I hope everybody took away is this goal setting event. So they had a goal setting event in 2017 to talk about 2018. Then at that, there was a conversation around the give back big. And it was like, all right, listen, this is 10% from every commission. So you're going to be given a little bit too. And
5 and 5.
Yeah. So it's 5 and 5%, 10% total. So, are you guys in or not? And listen, I mean, that's money, right? That's a money conversation. But you have created a culture of generosity within your team. And how long did it take for the vote to take place, or the conversation? How long did it take to get their agreement?
Instantly. It was instant.
Yeah, it was super cool. They just were like, yeah, like this is what we're going to do. And so we laid out the plan, created the logo, and picked the charities. We interviewed the charities we also do daily team huddles.
Yeah.
Now they're Zoom huddles. And we brought in each charity to interview with the team, so we could collectively make sure that, what a percent do they give back versus do they take. It was just, we had all of our plan, and we had a system for it.
Mm-hmm. And now most of the charity leaders are part of our board of advisors as well. Mm-hmm. So they come and speak at that as well with our group and stuff, and give us advice, and we brainstorm and stuff. So it's really awesome.
Yeah.
So local charities, how many charities do you have involved?
We have 5, because we have we have children, animal, homelessness, kids with drugs and suicide, and our fur babies, our animals.
Nice. So you got pets, vets, and everything in between.
Yep.
Right. Okay. And so this is an off question, like not on here, but it's one of those where, you didn't do this to get referrals, right? You did this to give back to the community. Have you ever gotten a referral from the charity, or have you ever gotten a referral that was directly linked to, other than just sold, just listed, it was just contributed, and the just contributed to a piece of business? Did you have that happen?
Well, I'm super grateful because Johnny just mentioned Kevin Bates, who's one of our, he's the CEO of, of Helping Hand House. And we just sold his house, and he's buying another one right now. He was connected to us from Lisa on our team, and he is amazing. Like, he literally comes to our board of advisors, and we were doing just donated. And he kind of explained, being the charity mindset and all the amazingness that he does, is that really, when you just donate something, you're getting rid of it. Like, it's no longer part of what you're doing. But when you do just contributed, you're still part of something. You're contributing to something. It's still connected to you. And so we immediately changed our whole campaign of the give back to just contributed from just.
Did you guys see what she did right there? So number one is the power of words, which going from just donated to just contributed. And what that gentleman said is so right on, that the just donated sounds like almost like a giveaway, a trash, whereas just contributed feeds their culture of a culture of contribution. It feeds that contributed is more treasure, and donate is more trash. And I hate to say it, but that's kind of our mental imagery around both of those. And I love that I mean, the power of words right there. And it's so funny. I mean, the people that are CRTs are listening to you, and you're like, yeah, he was on our board of advisors, and yeah, we do a daily team huddle, and yeah, he was, and it's just like, I'm so proud of you guys, first of all. I mean, it's just like, I love you guys. I mean, you guys are the longest standing coaching client in our entire company. You are. I mean,
slow to learn?
No, yeah, yes, it does. No, here's the thing: be slow to learn, fast to implement.
Yes.
Right. So and you know what? There's actually, I could talk about that for a while, right? Slow to learn, fast to implement. That's the key, right? Right now, everybody's fast learning and they're doing nothing or doing very little. They're so overwhelmed with choices and there's so many awesome things to do. And, we're falling into that with ReferCo. So it's like slow to learn, fast to implement. The key is to be fast to implement. So, and that's you guys in a nutshell. But it's one of those where I love that he was on your board of advisors. I love he's assigned to charity and he became a client later. You built the relationship first. He became a client later. And then what I love about what you just did is you sourced his contribution to your team and to your campaign. You didn't say, and then we decided to do just contributed. You knew who came up with it. And now every time, like today, we just brought it up. And now, A, you can say, hey, listen, I mentioned you on today's broadcast on the Daily Dose. But B, is you could always call and thank him after this show and go, you know what? Your name came up today, and it was because of the change from just donated to just contributed. And that was just such a huge change. And I just wanted to say thank you because, without that contribution, we wouldn't have maybe made 100,000. So it's like you knew it, though, Most people are just like, yeah, we went from just donated to just contributed because we thought that it would sound better and that, and you sourced it. And did it diminish the advice? Did it diminish the idea? No. But that's what you guys do so powerfully is you appreciate, right? You appreciate and you source. And when you you remember the source, you now have a reason to communicate. And that's the joy of the VIP form. People are going to give you advice. They're going to say things, and then it's going to trigger later on. You go, oh my God, the Cowboys just signed blank. Tim Davis is a big Cowboys fan. So, or John Bendel is a big, see what I just did right there? It's like, nobody should be a Cowboys fan, but I know who they are, So I'm sorry, Cowboys fans. So, all right. You have a Facebook group with over 1,000 members called Toral's Tribe. How has implementing this Facebook group helped your business before COVID-19, before the quarantine times? What did you do within this group to grow such a powerful group?
Well, we love our tribe. We love our community, and it really has helped us be a community and have a place where we can all go and our events in the past, we would share and invite people to our events. We're always doing some kind of a charity throughout the year anyway. Like right now, we usually would be doing a feminine products drive. We just finished a diaper drive at the end of March.
Diaper drive.
It kind of got cut short. So it's a place where we're able to share good news. We're able to communicate. We're able to get together virtually right now versus in person like we usually do. We're hosting a trivia night that's been fun the last few weeks. And we're just really like, I miss our people and what can you do right now besides, get together virtually? So that's what we're doing.
I love it. And so those of you that are listening right now, I want you in the comments to make sure you put your questions down here for Toril and Johnny, because they have far more to contribute, far more value than I'm going to be able to bring out with 3 or 4 questions. So if you have a question, like a question that I would have if I'm watching right now, tell me more about trivia night. I'm not going to ask that though. I'm only going to talk about it if they want it, right? If our listeners and viewers of Referrals Podcast and the Daily Dose in the Generosity Generation group want us to go into that, we'll go into that, right? But do you call the other one tampon drive? I'm just saying, like you've got a feminine hygiene, like that's really hard to say, right? And I don't know what that means, right? So what is a feminine? I really want to get into feminine hygiene right now. So what are you asking for when it comes to feminine hygiene? Like they're the cleanest people I know.
Well, one of our charities had pointed out, we did a tour with them, and they pointed out that there's some that wives, or not wives, but, women that won't go to work because they can't afford the products. There's kids that will stay home from school, and there's a need for feminine products. So we decided to implement that into one of our drives.
Are they just tampons?
Yeah, tampons, pads. It's the best because we take pictures of all of our tribe or our friends that are coming in, or our forever clients, when they bring them, and I take a picture. So it's the best when the guys have gone shopping and they're like taking a picture.
Yeah, I've come a long way in life. I just want you to know, it took me a long time to actually say the word tampon. So I just want you, I mean, like, us guys are like, let's not even, So I just want you to know that shows how comfortable I've come around all of the conversation around feminine hygiene. So I did that for my own good. Thank you for participating in that. But I mean, it's like tampon and pad drive kind of has where I got that from is the diaper drive. I know what you want, right? You want diapers. And it's like, I'm willing to jump into the diaper drive. So
can I share an awesome story? Just real fast.
Always.
So we have our great Pi Day giveaway is actually my favorite event and my favorite day of the year. And I've been calling the VIP forms, and that took me a little bit, but I'm at 102. I just have to share because that's like, I had to share.
Show me your book.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right. Implementer right there, 102. But remember, you've got another 10 days
I need
to
150.
do 5, right? To do 5. So that's exactly, 152 if it worked out right. So,
yeah, 150. But the best part is one of Johnny's best friends, Steve, I asked him, what
wait, I thought I was his best friend. What? I mean, he's got another friend. All right. So Keith, sorry.
So so I asked him, what gets you up early in the morning? Like, what do you get super excited about? And he said, Toral, he's like, I get super excited to get up early on your Pi Day because my son and I, and his daughter, like, she's a little bit younger, but we go shopping for your food drive for Pi Day, and the kids get to pick out all the food that we bring to your food drive to come visit you that day to get a pie. He's like, that's what gets me up early in the morning because we love to be part of what you're doing. And I just was like, oh my gosh, like, he just melted my heart, like, in every which way. I mean, it just was the coolest answer that I've ever gotten on the VIP form for what gets you up early. So I just had to share that.
And that was really Keith?
Cool. Steve.
Steve Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Steve or Keith? I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing.
Steve, S-T-E-V-E.
Thank you. I wrote down Keith, so yeah. Say it again.
We have this in our tribe right now.
Yeah.
We have we shared this in our tribe. So Kevin, that we were talking about with the charity, he might be watching, and Steve might be watching too.
So it leads me to kind of like, what does your community want? What does your database want? And they want grace, and grace is an acronym. And this is such, like, your story, that story of Steve is such it's just such an indicator of this grace acronym that, all right, what does our group of people that we're leading, what does Toral's tribe want? What does the generosity generation want? They want grace. And grace is generosity, recognition, appreciation, community, and exclusivity, right? All 5 of those. And they want generosity. I'll just repeat them. And maybe Sherry can type them into the comments. Generosity, they want recognition, they want appreciation, they want community, they want to belong to something bigger than themselves, and they want exclusivity. And I think, people in the beginning were like, why didn't you just open up the generosity generation to everybody? Why is it a closed group? Why do they got to go through? It's because, you know what? I want only great people in the generosity generation. We'd probably have 100,000 if we just open it up, but we only want the best of the best. And that's who's in this group. And that's the exclusivity, right? If everybody could get in the generosity generation, then you're like, how special am I? But because you're in the generosity generation, because you're in Toral's tribe, you're special. I mean, you're not just special, you're freaking special. Like, you're super special. And it goes, I mean, so what you've given you gave Steve is generosity, right? They want an opportunity to be generosity. And the thing is people are not necessarily natural at generosity, but if you give them an opportunity to give, they will exceed your wildest imagination as to what they can give. and they want to be generous. They're just like, they're busy. Like they don't know. So all of a sudden you gave them this opportunity to be generous. They also want generous leaders, and which you both obviously are. And then that recognition is, you know, when they give a referral or when they contribute, they want to be recognized. You know, they want there's some that'll do everything just for recognition. And then the A is appreciation. Everybody wants appreciation. They want these things for appreciation. And then the C of community is why we're doing these Facebook groups and why we do offline events once events start back up, because it gives them that sense of being part of this bigger group and a community. And then the exclusivity is that not everybody's in. You know, that's the difference between what most people talk about with database and what we talk about database is, you know, everybody else is like, add 250 people a year and add people. And it's like, why don't you just buy a 1 million person list? You can buy them tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But the thing is when you're exclusive about it, when you build a wall around your database and you only let in a certain amount of people, what's funny is more people want to get in. More people want the opportunity, you know? So anyway, thanks for spurring that on. That was definitely not a part of the agenda today.
Are you enjoying the Daily Dose? Want to connect with thousands of other business owners that are winning the referral game while working from home right now? Head over to the Generosity Generation Facebook group. Connect with leaders, visionaries, and business owners from all over the world. Go to www.joingengen.com. That's www.joingengen.com.
So what are you doing differently in the Facebook group since the pandemic hit?
We are
doing the trivia night.
Trivia night.
Yeah, let's talk about that. By the way, there's like 100 people who want to know about trivia night. So ask me a trivia question. Oh wait, no, that's not it. So trivia night. Tell me how you're doing that.
Through Zoom.
Yeah.
So we have a Zoom link, and one of my friends, that's one of our vendors we love, she was doing the trivia night. And so I'm like, gosh, you know, tell me how to do it. So I copied. Like, that's what I'm really good at, is I'm good at taking an idea and tweaking it and making it our own. So I said, hey, what if we did a trivia night? And she sends us the questions. One of my best friends, Veronica, she prepared the questions 1 week.
Whoa.
And we basically like have a PowerPoint that's easy to share on Zoom. It's not rocket science, I promise it's not. And I'm willing to share the questions with whoever wants to, but you can Google trivia questions, it's super easy. And then we just go live on the Zoom, and we ask 30 questions, and they fill out their answers on a piece of paper. And
all
then
30 at the same time?
All 30. Yeah,
Okay.
like each question. And then
Go one by one, yeah.
And Johnny and I kind of go back and forth, but it's fun because we'll start it early, the group, and then a lot of our friends know each other, right? So there's been about between 8 and 12, 15 families maybe, or sometimes.
Yeah.
So they're not huge groups. We weren't sure, like, you know, who would log in. Yeah. And then go through the answers, and then we try to like ask them, you know, what is your answer, to see what, you know, like to have it fun, like, I don't know. And we do a cheers, like, you know, cheers.
Yeah. I'm all over that. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. So, so let me ask you this. Do you have one right now? Do you have it on that computer that you're on right now? If the answer is no, don't worry about it. This is not scripted, everybody. This is the Daily Dose. It is freewheeling. It is.
I have to pull it up. I can
Yeah,
find
we can.
it.
Yeah, for sure. Johnny will find it.
All right.
And then we go through each answer, and then they can win. Whoever gets the most wins a gift card.
Very cool. Are you willing to share the trivia questions that Veronica has put together? You may have to ask her, and you can say no. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Yep. Oh my gosh. What an awesome title page. All right. That's good. Are these, how do you keep them from Googling?
Just honesty.
Yeah, we say, hey, this is the honor system. And it was funny, the first time I wanted to take a picture of all of us and I forgot. So I messaged everyone and said, hey, did anyone get a picture of us doing trivia? And they're like, no, we didn't want to have our phones because we didn't want you to think we're Googling the answers.
Oh my gosh. So honest. I love
And
it.
then we go over the answers.
All right, hold a second. Hold a second. Don't show me the answer. Don't show me the answer. Go back up. Go back up. Go back up. All right.
Okay.
A Stroop. Oh, I didn't see it. All right. So by the way, I was going to guess the Netherlands. So, all right. So go back up all the way to the questions. We're going to put this out to everybody and see if they can find the answer. All right. Go to number 2. I already know the answer to number 1. All right. Released as a single in 1982. A Country Boy Can Survive is a song written and recorded by which American country music artist? Released as a single in 1982, A Country Boy Can Survive is a song written and recorded by which American country music artist? Everybody put your answers in the comments below. We will figure out some special prize for the ones who get it. So, you got it. Johnny, go away. You can't have it. All right. There we go. All right. So I know the answer. So, all right, so let's quit sharing. So that is awesome. I love the graphics you did. It's very presentable. It's very easy to read. It's very, it's simple. I love that. I love that. And it looks like you've got 30 and you've got 30 questions, 30 answers. It looks like you do what, 5 or 6 at a time, 10 at a time? Or do you do all 30?
We just go back and forth. Yeah. All 30.
All 30.
Okay.
It takes about 30 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
It doesn't take long at all.
How long are you on the Zoom with your people?
Probably an hour and 15 minutes.
No, they're like 45 minutes. Like it's not very long. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can do that in less than an hour. I love that. I love that. Good excuse to get your people together, have fun with it, and keep the event aura alive, right?
And can I tell a story as well? And
yes.
This is our community works. So we had this family that won the first night. And then the second week we did it, they won again, but then they donated the gift card to a different family. But then that family donated it to another family that just had twins. Mm-hmm. And so I just wanted to speak attributes to the people that are in our community, that we're not the only givers in our community. There are givers out there as well. And that's why I think we all get along so well.
Well, it's a culture of giving, right? This culture of generosity seems to attract generous people. And who really understands generosity is the affluent, right? It's like, it's so amazing. Like I'm doing all this reading right now on the affluent, and it's just like, it's amazing. Dave Ramsey wrote an entire chapter in EntreLeadership about generosity. And people are like, well, of course the affluent are generous, right? They have a surplus. They have extra money. They have all the resources. It's like, no. They had the generosity, like gene, if you will, that they developed from a very early age. Like Sir Richard Branson, they had lemonade stands on every corner. He was giving lemonade away when the others were selling it for a quarter or 50 cents. He was giving it away, right? And he's always been super generous. In fact, he talks about how overly generous he was with his first company. But the thing about it is that like generosity attracts generous people. And it's just an attractive nature. So anyway, that doesn't surprise me at all that you would have that type of group of people in your community, in your tribe, right? Yeah. So I have to say, out of curiosity, why the heck do you stay with the 7L system? Why do you keep coaching with me? You've learned everything, everything. You're like, you guys like, I'm firing you right here publicly, but in all reality, like I really want to know, because it's like Brandon yesterday. It's like, I asked him, why are you a CRT? Like, you speak well. It's like, he didn't always speak well. He wanted to learn, and he's learned that there's a good group of people called CRTs, So I'm genuinely curious, like what's the attraction?
It's being with like-minded people, Michael. It's we all learn and we all share things. I'm sure we've been through everything that you've shown us, but we haven't implemented everything. But by seeing other people do it and hearing how they do it, like Toral said, we pick up how they do it and we tweak it, get our own, and that's just the way it goes around. And it's just the perfect way to do business.
I feel like I haven't learned anything yet. I have so much more to learn, and I know we don't swear on this, but I feel like I have half-assed it. Like I can do way better than what you've, there's this, it's just, it's like a infinity pool of generosity that is untapped, that the people, the relationships, the communication, the events. I mean, just everything is so fun, and I wouldn't want to miss it.
So I will tell you, I thought about you guys this weekend. This weekend, I did a solo-cation. So that's how I wrote 7L originally. That's how I wrote the Miracle Morning for Real Estate Agents. That's how I designed 30 Mornings originally. And so this last weekend, I outlined the 30 days of Sweet Dreams, which is a 30-day challenge course on establishing your Sunday night ritual and your nightly ritual, right? And I thought about you guys this weekend, and I was like working on it. I went in at 5 o'clock on Friday, kind of got settled in, whiteboarded. It looked like The Beautiful Mind, right? I was, right. I was like, nobody could understand it but me. And then I wrote all day Saturday, and then worked on it, Sunday up until 4 o'clock. I didn't sleep much Friday or Saturday night, and just was in the zone, honestly. But there was a time when on Saturday at about 2 o'clock that I thought of you. Like, the thing about you guys drive me to more. You inspire me, because it's like I got to keep producing and keep like getting better to stay ahead of you, right? And the thing is I'm not even ahead of you. I'm behind you. I'm like playing catch up. But it's one of those where it's like I literally got up and walked around the hotel complex because I was like so excited for you guys and Sweet Dreams. Like, this is like, oh my God, they're gonna love it. I literally had that thought, and that's when I know I have something good. Is when like Referral Mastery Summit, I was like, Toril and Johnny are gonna freaking love this. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's like, if I do something, it's like, you know what? This is going to be good for a lot of people, but it's really not for Toril and Johnny. Right. I mean, sometimes I have that. Right. And it's just like, anyway, I can't wait for you to see Sweet Dreams. So I think about you guys a lot, and you push me, and I want to express my appreciation for that, because that's the truth. And you have maybe helped more people in the generosity generation than anybody else. Between you look at Don McNaughton, he talked about you. You look at Tommy, he talks about you. You looked at Brandon Tracy yesterday, he talked about you, right? I mean, all these people are talking about you more than me, and I want you to know I'm a little jealous. So.
Well, we learn from all of them too. That's the whole thing.
But yeah, the Give Back campaign, spreading like wildfire. The event sponsor campaign, it's like I had this little rinky-dink thing. You guys came up with the most beautiful model ever, and it's just your methodology for outsourcing virtual assistants is beautiful, right? And it's just like all this stuff you're doing is just amazing. And maybe let's talk about that a little bit, because I really believe that when the all clear is sounded, that people are going to need to ramp up with their talent, with their team, with the people around them. So, and honestly, one of the fastest ways to do that is with a virtual assistant. Why hire a full-time local person next to you, necessarily, if maybe you only need 20 hours, or maybe, what if you already got somebody who knew what to do versus having to train and retrain somebody? So how many VAs do you have? How many virtual assistants do you have?
We have three virtual assistants.
Yeah, 3 virtual assistants. Yeah.
They've been with me like 8 years, 7 years, and 5 years.
Yeah. So for quite a while, you've been doing that. You have been at the forefront of the virtual assistant movement for a long time, 8 years. And so what's the difference between maybe bringing on a virtual assistant versus like a local, or somebody that you bring into the office and they're there every day, like that kind of thing?
When I moved to our new office, I realized that maybe I didn't have the right team. And when I would get to the office, not everyone was like smiley happy some days, and it just felt like drama to me. And we have a no drama policy and no gossip. And
I like that.
I just don't want to go there. So I had learned about having virtual assistants, and they're in the cloud, right? Like, so they're brilliant. They're highly educated. They are experienced in business and trained. And I talked to my friend Daniel at my Outdesk and interviewed these amazing people and implemented them into our team. And they are part of our family. They're part of everything that we do. I truly believe that everything that can be done virtually should be done virtually.
Mm-hmm.
And so, this pandemic is not great, and, for a lot of reasons, but it's been a silver lining for so many reasons, because we were ready. We were already virtual. We have already implemented paperless years ago. And these guys, they literally, everything that you see out there is usually Johnny and my idea. Like, we cast the vision, but they create it into, the format of the posters and the marketing and the events and our drives and everything that we're doing. They're the foundation of it. So I'm just so grateful for them.
Everybody's a VA right now.
Everyone's a VA.
I mean, I don't care if you're the CEO or the COO or you are a virtual assistant right now. I mean, everybody's virtual. Everybody's a virtual assistant. Everybody's learning how to work virtually. They're also finding out the people who can't work virtually. Johnny, you had something to add to that.
What was I going to say? I totally forgot.
With the virtual assistant and with being, kind of the quarantine times has kind of become a benefit. You guys were ready.
Yeah, they're simply amazing. You can't even imagine how quick they can just tweak a form or do something for you. It in under a minute usually. If I need to change something from a PDF to a JP or whatever, they get it done. And like they said, in longevity, we've had one for 8 years now, and she's amazing. She kind of recruited Steven, who's been with us for 7 years, and kind of
vice versa. Steven's 8 years.
Sorry,
yeah.
Too, but yeah, they're just great people too. And we've tried to get them here because we had them take the real estate class. So we did the whole class, so we're just trying to get them over here so they can take
licensed.
the test.
I would love them to be licensed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: so where'd you get the idea for the trivia night?
A friend, one of our April. She's a vendor we love. She's one of the local lenders.
April Janice from Bay Equity.
Yeah. So you got the idea from a vendor we love, which is somebody that helps sponsor your events and that kind of thing. And who did the trivia questions?
Melody, our marketing manager.
So Melody, the marketing manager, and who did the graphics?
Melody.
So Melody did that as well, right? And so you guys didn't do anything. Right? I mean, it's like, so what you did is you showed up, you provided the tribe and the relationships, and you showed up for the event, right? So it's one of those where it's like, but there's so many people that are listening and watching this that they think they got to be rugged individualistic, they got to do it on their own, or they got to be independent, or they got to figure it out on their own. But the fact of the matter is they don't, right? It's like, don't come up with the questions by yourself. Have a friend or somebody else do it. Don't do the graphics yourself. Have somebody else do the graphics, and that's the thing that you have mastered is that we are not paid to do things. We are paid to get things done.
It's one of my favorite.
And there's a difference between those two that so many people, and honestly, I needed to learn that message, and Mandy needs to learn that message, and Sherry needs to be reminded of that message, because we're all doers, right? We will do it. But, the thing that I have said, and it's just like the who is not you.
The who is not
you. The who is not you. It's just like the who is not you is who's going to do this? The who is not you. Who is going to do this? The who is not you. Like, who else can do this? And that's where the virtual assistants come in and, really help, because you're like, well, I don't know a who. Well, guess what? My Outdesk knows 1,250 who's, maybe even more than that now, So the who is not you. And everybody needs to take that to heart and realize that. And honestly, if the who is you, you're limited. You're limited. You're limited to about an hour, maybe 2 a day to achieve your dreams. If the who is not you, you are unlimited. Imagine 1,000 people with an hour or 2 a day. Then you've got 2,000 hours a day working toward your dream. I'm just saying.
Get the right people on your bus.
Exactly. In the right seats. And the thing is understand it's a bus, and how lonely is a bus if it's just you? And if it's just you, it's going to be the short bus, people. It's going to be the short bus if it just needs to be for you. But build a bigger bus, right? Have a bigger bus. All right. So what specific VA positions do you have? What do they do? And how do the VAs get paid? Do they get paid hourly, or do they get paid project-wise? A lot of questions right there.
Okay, so we have 2 listing managers that they handle everything from pre-list. They help me with all of the bank-owned properties. They handle all of our metrics. So we report, where we're at year to date compared to the last year, all leads that come in. We are just reporting several metrics every day, so we can see, we're driving a ship, if you will. So we want to see where to navigate. So they report everything to us, and then they have the same email. So Stephen and Fiona, they're both listing managers, and they're the managers of everything virtually. And Melody is my marketing manager, and they all get paid by the hour. I actually pay my outdesk because, see, they train certain things before I train them. So they're familiar with a lot of the systems and programs that have to do with real estate, but they also work like with mortgage and other small businesses and large businesses. But I've also had an ISA that's been virtual before, and that, they help us follow up with phone calls and stuff like that. So yeah, I love them. I think that, like I said, anything that can be done virtually should be.
They have a VA for everything. My outdesk. Here's the thing about, what people don't realize is my outdesk is run by VAs, so it's, which makes a lot of sense. And I told that to Daniel about 8 years ago. He had all these employees, and it was local, and it was like, why don't you just hire your own VAs? He's like, oh my God, that's a good idea. It's like, okay. So,
but we don't call them VAs, like with our team, our forever clients, they're team members, because they are with us every day. They're part of our huddles. They share their wins daily. We all share wins as a team, as an email format, so everyone knows what each other's doing. And they're on our website. They're in our marketing materials. They're everywhere that we are, 100%.
They're part of
the team.
Yeah.
Teamily. We call it a teamily.
We call it a teamily. It's a family and a team, a teamily.
Teamily. I like that. Teamily. So take us through your morning huddle, right? So what's that look like? I mean, this is every day?
Every day at 11 o'clock right now.
Okay. And so what's that look like?
We share our vision, and we all say it out loud. Our vision is to be the most recommended team, the real estate team of choice, the team that represents those who are referred to us, the ones that know and love us. We all say it. We all say our mission is to help people make friends, have fun, make money, and give back. And then we share our need to knows. We share any new offers, any new closings, any new listings, who's on calendar for leads, because we usually have a team member that's assigned to leads for the day, a listing partner and a buyer specialist. And we usually have an education or a training. Recently, we've been having a guest, because I want our vendors we love to be top of mind for our team, because it's important for me in our team to have huge value in them, because they are part of our team also. So we've had almost all of our vendors we love be a guest on our huddle. So they share what's going on with their world and their how they're working through COVID. And it's usually around 15 to 20 minutes. And we just get together as a team every day. We get off on the right foot. We have a powwow. It's really good. I don't know what I would do without our huddle, because I love to see everyone's faces. Our office has been closed since March. And I'm a face-to-face, get together person. So this is the way that we're getting together.
And sometimes we have a guest speaker as well, which is usually one of our vendors. But
yeah,
you can be a
vendors
time too if you want.
Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be fun.
Put you on the list.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock your time. Is that 1 or 2 my time?
That's 2 your time.
2.
Yeah. Okay. So we could do it after the daily dose.
Yeah.
So so you get all that done in 15 to 20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you, I mean, like you're generating a lot of leads, you know, tell me about that part of the conversation. Do you just say, all right, who's on leads today? And it's like Lisa's on leads and, you know,
Well,
Blank's
whoever's on listing leads and buyer leads, because we have it separated. So,
yeah. So they don't talk about the leads. They just know that they're on the leads.
yes.
Yep.
Okay. Because if you were talking about leads, I mean, that could be a really long conversation.
Yeah, the good thing is, though, if there's an issue, we usually bring it up in the huddle, and then we resolve it in the huddle. So everybody that's there on the huddle can see how everybody's brain was thinking and what they think about it.
We've been sharing also pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I copy everything you do. So we've been doing VIP forms as a team.
Yeah.
We do everything that you do and everyone on here.
Nice. Johnny, who's your favorite baseball player of all time?
Oh, well, right now, of course, it's Cleveland Indians shortstop.
Who is it? Who is it?
You don't know who it is?
Who'd you say? Andrelton?
No.
Who?
The shortstop for the Indians.
Oh, Raphael? No. The shortstop for the Indians.
They call him Mr. Smiles.
Oh, so it's Lindor, Francisco Lindor, right? Number 12, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 12. That I wouldn't have get. Do the Seattle people know this? Like, I can't even believe you didn't pick a Mariner, right?
No, I'm not a Mariners fan. I like to watch him play, but I'm not a Mariners fan.
All right. So it's okay to be it's okay to be an Indians fan, right? Are you an Indians fan, or what team you root for?
I'm an Indians fan. For
Are
sure.
you really? Sorry to hear that. So you like Major League as your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Toral, who's your favorite softball player of all time?
Johnny.
Yeah. See, I really thought it might have been me, but you haven't seen me play, so I'm okay. I'm okay with Johnny. It's all good. Hey, that's awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we are, I mean, like, you know, that's the thing with you guys and me, right? It's like, if Cherry was on here, we could talk for 11 hours, you know, just catching up on things and making things happen. So, I mean, if you had like 4 words of advice for your 18-year-old self, and I know we didn't rehearse this, so I'll give you a chance to think about it. If you could give your 18-year-old self some advice, but you can only do it in a fortune cookie format. Like your 18-year-old self is sitting in a Panda Express or something. They open up the fortune cookie and it literally says these 4 words, you 20 years from now, or whatever it may be, right? What 4 words would you tell yourself?
It's our family motto is work hard, play harder.
Ooh, like that.
I like be confident and have grace.
Be confident and have grace. I like that. Those are beautiful. That works. And that's a great segue into Friday, right? On Friday, we're talking about 4 words, moving forwards, and a forward that I did. So love that little teaser for Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, this has been off the charts. And I'm guessing you guys hang out the Gen group. So if some people had some questions, occasionally you could help answer those and that kind of thing. Maybe help them set up a trivia night if right. So I will tell you, that's the joy of the generosity generation is that I get to hang out with people like this. I learn from them just as much as they learn from me. And without even going to the next part of this, I just want to say, you know, thank you so much to both of you for being a part of my life and being on the Daily Dose today.
Our pleasure. Thank you. We love you guys.
We wouldn't be where we are without you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And so we're going to continue the CRT week tomorrow, right? Certified Referral Trainers abound. They're all over. We have Tara Carter on the Daily Dose tomorrow. You're going to have to show up just to see what she does with her hair, right? So I want you guys to show up tomorrow for Tara Carter. She's going to be talking about nightly rituals and how they have changed her life. And I will tell you that you're going to want to make sure that Friday is on your schedule. We have so many very special things going on Friday. But remember, from today, you know, it's the upward spiral of life once again. Learn, implement, fail, evaluate. Learn, implement, fail, evaluate. Today you learned something from Toril and Johnny. I'm sure of it. But the key is implementation. She is the ambassador of implementation. Implement and then fail. You're not gonna do it perfect. You know, the first draft of Toral's Vendors We Love program was rough. It was really rough. And then she evaluated and said, is the Vendors We Love program something we should be doing? The answer is yes, it should be. So guess what? We're going to learn some more, implement some more, fail at a higher level, fail some more, and then evaluate again. And the other part of this too is you know what I love is what if failing was fun? What if failure is a tool? What if you just embraced failure because you understood that it meant you implemented something? And that leads to Johnny. Johnny is the ambassador of fun for the entire generosity generation. And I will tell you, we all need more fun in our life. We all need more Johnny in our life. And I would say, listen, learn, implement, fail, evaluate. And in part of the failure, I want you to see the fun in all of it. Just see the fun in learning, see the fun in implementation, and see the fun in failure, which may surprise you. And then see the fun in evaluating, because you know what is fun? Growth is fun. Growth as a human being is perhaps the most fun thing that we can do. And today was fun. And I just want to say thank you once again to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was your episode of the Daily Dose of Positivity and Productivity. I hope you felt the positivity. I hope you felt the productivity. Now it's time for you to go out to the world and be more positive and be more productive. We will see you tomorrow on the Daily Dose. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.